What's up, YouTube, and all Cowboy fans out there?
There we go.
Welcome to my Cowboys family. We have an update on the Ezekiel Elliott situation. There's a lot of different things going on, so let me start you from the beginning, guys. Last night, the NFL, they tried to basically have his case in Texas thrown out because they said that how could he be attacking something that hasn't been brought yet? The answers to the suspension hasn't been, to the appeal hasn't been, announced. How could we do that? So guys, that's the first, and that was last night. Now, I'm just reading this off, guys, because this is flying by as we speak here. But so we had thought, and I think we discussed it last night too, that if it wasn't before 4:30 today, Zeke would definitely play next week, according to NFL, not set rules, just kind of the way it's always been. Well, today the NFL announced that doesn't matter. They can still suspend them up to like the night before the game. So that would really suck. As we go on, it's basically referring that whole thing refers to more him getting paid. So he'll get paid no matter what, because it's already after 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. He'll get paid, but it doesn't mean he's guaranteed to play. As of earlier this afternoon, it's an unwritten rule, but it doesn't mean they have to follow it. Now, the NFL, Harold Henderson, had said he's going to make a decision about the appeal, the suspension appeal, today, sometime before business hours, at the end of business hours, which who knows what that means, because he still hasn't announced it, and it is exactly it's about 5 minutes till 7 o'clock, guys, on East Coast time. So obviously his business hours last a lot longer than normal people's. So that's kind of where we were at this afternoon. Now Ezekiel Elliott, of course, he made it to the courthouse an hour ago or so, and they just started the proceedings about 45 minutes ago. And guys, what's been leaking out from the whole, from the courthouse, from reporters, from people inside, have spoken to different sources from in there. Guys, right now, let me just see this right here. Okay, so the breaking news, guys, is that the judge will just ask the NFL, guys, if Ezekiel Elliott is going to be able to play for the Cowboys this week, week 1 against the Giants, even if Henderson, makes a ruling, meaning probably keeps the suspension going for some time. And the answer was yes. So it looks like he is going to be playing week 1 against the New York Giants. Guys, that is fantastic news. I'm checking just one other thing here.
So,
yeah, can't do that. It's restricted there. So
camera person says hi to the 9 people watching. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to like the stream and hit subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm all overwhelmed right now because we're getting this information as we're
trying
speaking.
to update you guys. So here we go.
So guys, I mean, so that's the first set here of things. Of course, the Tom Brady case was cited 7 times, guys. 7 times it was cited. In the NFL's opposition in filing for Ezekiel, against Ezekiel Elliott. So it's obviously this Deflategate thing is definitely still lingering in the courts and in NFL, rules and everything. So anyways, the main news, guys, it's breaking news. Ezekiel Elliott is going to play week 1 against the New York Giants. Now, this is what I'm hearing from multiple sources. I haven't really seen on any of the major NFL networks or ESPNs and such, but guys, it's all the court reporters and information has been coming out, looking great for Zeke to play week 1. Now, let me finish a couple things. The NFL, in this so far in this case, it's being heard as we speak. It was hesitant to respond to Judge Mazant, which he's the judge, ruling on this hearing for Ezekiel Elliott, and they're hesitant to respond as far as if he was going to play or not initially, and then they decided to say yes. If it was the case, if this was going to be an issue, and if there's a suspension's withheld, not withheld, but it's upheld, or there's no stay given to Zeke, then the suspension would begin week 2 against the Denver Broncos, guys. So that's huge news, of course, for this weekend. Zeke, number 21, right here. He's going to be out there against the Giants, full blast. Hopefully the Giants have their full team and no excuses across the board. And again, just going to say, if Harold Henderson upholds any part of Zeke's suspension, think about it, guys. Why would this even be an issue? I guess why would the league not immediately enforce this suspension if the Players Association won the injunction? So it just seems like everything's coming down for Zeke right now. It's going good. It's going good for Ezekiel Elliott. It's still in the process of being heard, and there's other things being. He has 2 things right now, guys, out there. One is the stay which is for the restraining order / injunction. If he gets that, and if whatever the NFL rules on this, it doesn't matter because guess what? He still gets to play no matter what until the courts have reviewed and investigated this from top to bottom. It'll probably take months, maybe after the football season, kind of like the Tom Brady situation. And there's another situation that the Cowboys, that Ezekiel Elliott and the NFL Players Association is trying to fight for, and that is to just scrap the entire suspension in the first place. Forget about the appeal, just the original suspension, the 6 games, to scrap it because of the way that they went about getting the information. Kind of like they basically, libeled him, I guess you can say, and talked down to him, made him look bad, hurt his livelihood, that sort of thing. And based on that, and based on the evidence that was withheld to Roger Goodell supposedly through Brenda Frail, because of that is the reason why the Ezekiel Elliott and his team and NFL Players Association is trying to really stress that this whole thing needs to be just taken off the board. Forget about a state, forget about their suspension. It needs to be taken off. So that's the update, guys. Ezekiel Elliott is going to play week 1 against the New York Football Giants. No excuses across the board, guys.
Yeah.
And we will be back soon.
We can read off a few of the comments here, guys. I just want to shout out real quick. Dumpster Juice, Elite, Aubrey, Roger, Carmen, Manuel, Jeffrey, Jerry, Vato #1. He says he's a new sub. Great job, guys. Love your channel. Keep up the work. Looking forward to seeing you soon. And I'll tell my friends about your channel. Go Cowboys.
Keep them coming.
Jamie Ross, thanks for joining us. Read this on Twitter. Agree. If there's any sort of suspension, it'd start week 1, not week 2. Think Zeke won this thing. Jerry Sims, feed us more. Manuel, good reporting. Keep it up, guys. Again, we will be back a little bit later with the rest of the news, but this is just the major, big updates.
This is the first step, guys, to what's been released. It's still going on, so we're actually in the middle of this, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe, like some of you already have.
Yes, 3459 Kings High, Asian Brooks High.
Yeah, make sure you hit subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you guys get these streams, these go lives. We're doing a stream tonight just on this, and there's a couple other things, Kellen Moore and other things that we talk about. Cedric Thornton got signed by the Bills. Kellen Moore is on the 53. We re-signed Mark Lasacha to our practice squad, and we released Brian Brown, I think.
Yeah,
guys, we'll go through all that later tonight. Join us in about, an hour or so, or 2 hours or so. But join us here for more big breaking news. And we'll be back again. And anything else that leaks out from the Zeke case, we will come back here and discuss with you all, guys. Thank you. We enjoy it. Hit like, hit subscribe, and never forget, go Cowboys!